Hello, my friends, Dr. Gordon here, and today, I want to let you in on a little-known health and hygiene secret that just might surprise you. In fact, 99% of people have no idea that a very specific, unpleasant odor associated with aging isn't just about body wash or deodorant. It often comes down to one small area of the body we don't clean thoroughly enough. And no, it's not what you think. Stick with me through this series, because what you learn today might not only make you feel fresher, it could even boost your confidence, improve your relationships, and help you age with dignity and grace. We've all walked into a room, or maybe visited a relative, and noticed a certain musty, or stale, scent. It's hard to describe, but we all know it. For years, people thought it was just poor hygiene, or maybe something to do with old furniture or clothes. But science has a better explanation. That specific odor is partly caused by a compound called 2-nonenal. This substance is produced when our skin's natural oils, especially omega-7 fatty acids, break down due to oxidation. And guess what? As we get older, our bodies produce more of these oils, and our skin's ability to regenerate slows down. That means dead skin, sweat, and oil linger longer and oxidize more easily. Here's the kicker. 2-nonenal doesn't wash off easily with typical soap and water. It clings to skin, hair, and fabrics unless it's addressed the right way, and it's most concentrated in one specific spot that we tend to overlook in our daily hygiene routine. The one spot that needs more attention, behind the ears. Yep, you heard me right. The area behind your ears, especially the creases where the scalp meets the neck, is a prime location for oil buildup, dead skin cells, and yes, bacteria. It's warm, dark, rarely exfoliated, and doesn't get the same scrubbing attention as other parts of the body. This little fold of skin becomes a hotbed for 2-nonenal production as we age. Now I want to be crystal clear, there's nothing unclean about getting older. Your body is going through perfectly natural changes. But being proactive and adjusting our hygiene habits can make a world of difference, not only in how we feel about ourselves but how others perceive us. Let's be honest, when we take a shower, we focus on the big four: armpits, groin, feet, and torso. Behind the ears? That's not usually top of mind. Plus, as we get older, range of motion may decrease, especially in the shoulders and neck, making it harder to reach certain spots. That's why it's so important to bring awareness to this. I talk to folks all the time on my Reboot who say, "Doc, I feel like I smell different." Or, "My partner noticed something odd, and I can't figure it out." Often, this is exactly what's going on. How to properly clean behind the ears. Don't worry, this isn't complicated, but it does require a little care and consistency. Use a warm, damp washcloth or soft sponge with mild soap. No need for harsh chemicals or scrubbing. Gently lift the ear, and clean the fold behind it, moving in small circular motions. Dry the area thoroughly. Moisture that stays behind can worsen bacterial buildup. Consider using a gentle exfoliant once or twice a week. Something with a mild alpha-hydroxy acid AHA can help remove lingering dead skin cells and reduce 2-nonenal. Finish with a bit of natural oil, like jojoba or vitamin E, if the skin feels dry. Hydrated skin produces less irritation and odor. This routine takes just 30 seconds a day, but it can have a huge impact on how fresh you feel. While the area behind the ears is our focus today, it's not the only spot that contributes to unwanted odors. As we age, the body's microbiome changes, our hormones shift, and we sweat differently. That means the navel, belly button, can trap sweat and debris. The groin and buttocks areas can develop fungal growth if not kept dry. The scalp, especially under longer hair or wigs, can trap 2-nonenal if not washed thoroughly. But what sets behind the ears apart is how often it's ignored, and how big an effect it can have. We did a little challenge on the My Reboot YouTube channel recently, asking viewers to commit to a 7-day behind the ear cleanse. The results were eye-opening. People reported feeling more confident, fewer head or neck breakouts, and, here's the big one, better sleep. One woman wrote in saying she no longer wakes up with that funky morning smell on her pillowcase. Incredible. So if you're over 60, or even if you're helping care for someone who is, make this part of your routine. Clean behind the ears every day. It's easy, it's fast, and it could save you from the discomfort and embarrassment of an odor you didn't even know was there. 2. Aging skin has a different chemistry. Here's the truth: as we get older, our skin literally changes its chemical makeup. Around the age of 40, and more noticeably after 60, your skin starts to produce more lipid peroxides. These are compounds that build up when oils in the skin interact with oxygen. And as I mentioned in part 1, this reaction creates 2-nonenal, the compound most commonly associated with the classic old person smell. But here's the kicker: you can't smell it on yourself. That's because our brains adapt to our own scent, a phenomenon called olfactory fatigue. So you might feel fresh as a daisy after a shower, even while others are catching whiffs of something a little off. Why 2-nonenal lingers? Now, what makes 2-nonenal so tricky is that it's lipophilic, meaning it clings to oils and fat. Most body washes and soaps, they're water-based. That's like trying to rinse off bacon grease with water alone. It just doesn't cut it. So even if you shower every day, 2-nonenal can linger in oily parts of the body, especially behind the ears, around the neck, on the back, and even the chest. And here's the part no one talks about: older adults tend to sweat less, which might sound like a good thing, but it actually makes things worse. Sweat has antibacterial properties. When we sweat less, bacteria and oils stick around longer. Let's talk hormones for a moment. During menopause in women, and a similar testosterone decline in men, there are major shifts in the balance of androgens, hormones that regulate oil production. As estrogen or testosterone decreases, oil glands may go into overdrive in some areas, especially the scalp and neck. Combine that with slower skin turnover, and you get a perfect storm: more oil, less exfoliation, more oxidation, and more odor. Now again, this isn't about being dirty. It's chemistry. It's biology. It's normal. But it's also manageable. What not to do, mistakes that make the odor worse. Before we jump into solutions, let's talk about what not to do. A lot of folks try to fix this odor the wrong way. Here are the most common mistakes I see. Using antibacterial body washes with alcohol. These can dry the skin and throw off your natural microbiome, making odor worse. Layering on perfume or cologne. This masks the smell for a while, but as the fragrance fades, it can actually mix with 2-nonenal and smell even more unpleasant. Skipping the hairline and ears. Most people don't wash the scalp near the back of the neck or under the earlobes with any intention. That's ground zero for odor. Using body powder or talc, these can trap sweat and bacteria, especially in warm weather or under wigs or hats. If this sounds familiar, don't worry. You're far from alone. Most people have never been told this stuff. Now let's talk solutions, and I don't mean just washing better. There are natural ways to reduce the production of 2-nonenal and keep your skin healthier overall. Antioxidant-rich foods, leafy greens, berries, green tea, and even dark chocolate help reduce the oxidative stress that leads to 2-nonenal. Omega-3 supplements or fatty fish. These reduce skin inflammation and help balance oil production. Vitamin E and C-rich skin creams. These support skin cell turnover and reduce free radical damage. Proper hydration. Older adults often don't drink enough water, and dry skin produces more oxidative byproducts. One of my favorite habits I've shared on my Reboot is the morning lemon tonic. Just a glass of warm water with lemon and a pinch of turmeric. It hydrates, aids digestion, and may reduce internal inflammation that contributes to oxidative skin changes. How often should you clean that spot behind the ears? Great question. I recommend daily cleaning behind the ears, especially if you wear glasses, hearing aids, hats, or wigs. Twice weekly exfoliation using a soft cloth or a product with lactic acid or gentle natural scrubs, like oatmeal. Monthly scalp check-ins, especially for those with thicker hair. Dead skin and oil can build up fast near the nape of the neck. Even just making it part of your evening face routine can help. A simple ear swipe, with a cotton pad and a mild toner can go a long way. Let me share a story from one of our viewers, Mary, age 72. She said she always felt self-conscious hugging her grandkids or having people close to her face, even though she showered daily. Once she started gently cleaning behind her ears and adding vitamin C to her skincare routine, she said the difference was night and day. Not only did she feel fresher, but she said, "I feel more like me again." And that, my friend, is the heart of this whole message. This isn't just about odor. It's about ownership, confidence, presence. Because when you walk into a room and feel fresh, clean, and proud of how you carry yourself, you show the world that aging isn't about decline, it's about adapting. And trust me, the people around you notice, even if they don't say anything. 3. The problem with most soaps and body washes. Most soaps on store shelves today are designed for young, oily skin, not aging, delicate skin. Here's what that means. They often contain sulfates, which strip natural oils and can leave skin dry and irritated. They lack ingredients that target odor at its source, like 2,9-enol. And they rarely contain moisturizers or antioxidants, which are key for skin over 60. And don't get me started on those deodorizing soaps that smell like a tropical forest or a teenage locker room. If it smells like perfume, it's just covering up, not solving the problem. If you want a product that actually works with aging skin, here are the ingredients and features to keep an eye out for. Mild acids like lactic acid or citric acid. These help dissolve dead skin cells and oily residue where 2,9-enol clings. Green tea extract. This contains polyphenol that fight oxidation and help reduce odor at the molecular level. Vitamin C or E-infused formulas. These help reduce free radical damage and support skin cell turnover. Fragrance-free or lightly scented with essential oils. Avoid artificial perfumes. They can cause irritation and don't neutralize 2,9-enol. Hydrating agents. Look for glycerin, aloe vera, or hyaluronic acid, which keeps skin moisturized and supple. Let's zero in on our star player, the area behind your ears. Here's a quick, practical routine for that spot. Clean daily. Use a soft cloth or cotton pad with micellar water or a gentle cleanser. Avoid scrubbing. Exfoliate twice a week. Use a mild chemical exfoliant, not a harsh scrub, to gently lift dead skin and oils. Moisturize, yes, even behind the ears. A tiny dab of fragrance-free lotion with vitamin E or ceramides helps prevent buildup. Odor neutralizing spray, optional. There are skin-friendly sprays designed to break down 2,9-enol. If you find one with green tea extract or persimmon, yes, persimmon, give it a try. A few of our viewers from my Reboot swear by making their own rinse using green tea plus apple cider vinegar, diluted, of course. Just soak a cotton pad and dab behind the ears after showering. Gentle, natural, and surprisingly effective. Another common culprit behind that lingering odor? Your shampoo and conditioner. As we get older, our scalp produces more oil and sheds skin cells more slowly. That means products that don't fully rinse out, or that leave a waxy film, can trap odors near the base of the hairline. Here's what to do. Switch to a clarifying shampoo once a week to remove buildup. Use a light, hydrating conditioner, not one with heavy silicone or perfumes. Focus on massaging the scalp, especially near the neck and ears. If you wear wigs, hats, or scarves often, remember to wash them regularly. And don't forget that inner lining. Sweat and oil from the back of the neck can collect there, too. You might be surprised to hear this, but your clothing can actually release odors, even after washing. That's especially true of collars of shirts, hats or caps, pillowcases. Synthetic fabrics like polyester can hold onto body oils and trap 2,9-enol, making it hard to get truly fresh. Here's what I suggest. Wash clothes in warm, not hot, water with a cup of baking soda or white vinegar added to the cycle. Air dry in sunlight when possible. UV rays help neutralize bacteria and smells. Opt for breathable fabrics, like cotton or bamboo, for anything that touches your neck and shoulders. Products you can make at home. Let's say you're on a budget or prefer natural remedies. Here are a few DIY options our viewers love. Green tea rinse. Steep 2 bags of green tea in 1 cup hot water. Cool, soak cotton pad, wipe behind ears. Baking soda paste. Mix 1 teaspoon baking soda with a few drops of water. Gently apply behind ears, rinse off after 1 to 2 minutes. Neutralizes odor instantly. Coconut oil and lemon balm. Mix 1 teaspoon coconut oil with a drop of lemon balm essential oil. Apply sparingly behind ears before bed. Antibacterial, smells lovely. Just be sure to patch test any new concoction before using, especially if your skin is sensitive. 4. Why smell is so emotionally powerful. Of all 5 senses, smell is the most closely linked to memory and emotion. That's because the olfactory nerve, which processes scent, is directly connected to the brain's limbic system, where memories and feelings are stored. That's why a certain cologne can remind you of your father, or the scent of cinnamon might take you back to your grandmother's kitchen. But here's the flip side, it also means unpleasant odors can trigger strong, unconscious reactions in others. They may not say anything, but they pull back a little. They wrinkle their nose. They keep conversations short. And over time, that can make you feel isolated, even if no one's saying a word. Let's be honest, when you're aware, or even suspect, that you don't smell fresh, you start holding back. You stop hugging people. You avoid getting close in conversation. You say no to invitations or visits. One of my longtime viewers on, Alice, told me something that broke my heart. She said, "I stopped going to church because I always worried someone would notice the way I smelled when they hugged me." Turns out it wasn't poor hygiene at all. It was that one spot behind the ears, and once she adjusted her routine, her confidence soared. She wrote me a month later to say she was singing in the choir again. That's the power of knowledge. Of reclaiming your space. When odor affects intimacy. This part's a little more private, but it's important. Many couples find that as they age, physical affection becomes less frequent, not just because of health, but because of insecurity about personal scent. Men and women alike have told me they stopped being intimate because they felt unpleasant, musty, or old. And that, my friend, is heartbreaking. Because age should never be a barrier to closeness. And a gentle, consistent hygiene routine, especially one that includes the scalp, behind the ears, and other overlooked zones, can bring back that feeling of connection and self-worth. 5. Let's build a routine you can stick with, because freshness is not about fancy products or rigid schedules. It's about consistency and care. Your daily, fresh start, routine, 5 minutes or less. Step 1. Warm washcloth. Wake up. First thing in the morning, take a warm damp cloth and gently wipe. Behind both ears, especially in the fold where the ear meets the head. The base of your neck. The upper chest if you sweat during the night. No scrubbing, just a light wipe with gentle soap or micellar water. Why it works? This removes oil and oxidized skin before it builds up. It's also incredibly refreshing and calming. Step 2. Quick spot check in the mirror. Look at. Behind the ears, you can tilt a mirror. Scalp edges if you wear a wig or have thick hair. Back of the neck under collars or scarves. Why it works? This builds awareness, and gives you a chance to catch build-up early. Step 3. Moisturize with purpose. Dab a bit of vitamin E or fragrance-free lotion behind the ears and on dry spots. If your skin tends to get oily, use a toner instead, alcohol-free. Why it works? Hydrated skin is healthier and produces fewer foul-smelling oils. Step 4. The confidence spritz, optional. If you like to wear a fragrance, choose a natural one, lavender, sandalwood, or citrus. Spritz clothes, not skin, and never behind the ears where scent sticks too long. Why it works? You smell like you, not like your soap or perfume. And that's what people remember. Your weekly deep clean and reset routine. Twice a week, gentle exfoliation. Use a soft cloth or gentle exfoliant, like a lactic acid wipe or oatmeal scrub. Focus on behind the ears. Scalp near the nape of the neck. Chest and underarms. Follow with moisturizer or aloe gel. Once a week, clarify. Shampoo your hair, or clean wig lining, and condition lightly. Use a clarifying product if you notice buildup. Wash scarves, hats, collars, anything touching your neck. Once a week, fabric freshener. Add baking soda or white vinegar to laundry loads of pillowcases, collars, and frequently worn tops. Sun-dry them when possible. UV light kills odor-causing bacteria. Bonus tip: the green tea toner wipe. Brew green tea, let cool, dip a cotton pad, and wipe behind the ears and neck. Store extra in a jar in the fridge for a week. It's gentle, soothing, and fights odor. This doesn't need to be perfect. You don't have to follow every step every day. But here's how to make it stick. Pair it with something you already do. Brush your teeth? Wipe behind your ears after. Take your meds? Do your 2-minute fresh check right after. Keep tools where you need them. A clean washcloth by the sink. Cotton pads in the bathroom drawer. A tiny mirror near your shampoo. Write down how you feel afterward. I feel clean. I'm not worrying about smell today. I hugged my grandkids with confidence. That simple journaling builds motivation and self-awareness. What's one part of your hygiene routine that you changed after reading this series? Do you have a favorite product or tip for staying fresh as you age? Let's talk in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And if you found this video helpful, please subscribe to my Reboot for more down-to-earth, science-backed advice to help you live stronger, feel better, and age with confidence. Give this a like, share it with someone you care about, and until next time, take good care of yourself.